Okay, we're gonna see if I fucked this up. I'm pretty sure yesterday was the 9th. The 9th? So I'm pretty sure today, Wednesday, the 10th. Hell yeah, Wednesday the 10th, right there. Wednesday, July the 10th. Shaka Khan. We didn't do the trash route today. We mowed by the shop, the park there by the shop. Everybody had to be, every single pavilion, someone was at a pavilion. I went up toward the skate park and stuff because the kids were all down by the playground. Well, then they brought kids up from the summer camp to play pickleball. I was like, I was just trying to go where there weren't people, and it's like there was constantly people wherever I was. You know, I ended up mowing down by the one pavilion because like it was here, and the people were sitting there. So I guess maybe sideways. We'll look at it sideways. Instead of going this way, I was able to go this way, to where when I was pointing the mower, I was not pointing the mower toward them. So I was going to throw like sticks and grass and shit all over them, trying to sit there and gabulate or whatever it was they were doing. So. Yeah, I got up around the skate park, and luckily I kind of got up to the parts where I wasn't going to be, throwing shit at the pickleball court, and right about the time I was done with that was when the kids apparently went to their next activity, so I was able to mow up and around there. I was like, yay! mowing up on the hill. I wasn't sure if I should, but, didn't want to slide down. Not the one like right by the shop, but the one that's up kind of by the by the pickleball courts and the tennis courts and whatever, blah 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 blah. So I got a stiff arm again. It's the old injury coming back. Maybe, who knows? Maybe that's gonna catch up with me the more I use it. But hey, I can move it. So I can move it. Even if it's a little bit stiff, I can move it. So we're good. And last night at my regular job, I don't want to fucking talk about it, but I'm gonna fucking talk about it. That goddamn coffee mod. They had us flip it back the way that it was before. Exactly the way it was before, because the mod that they got in like flipped everything. It was like basically the very last item became the very first item. Very last item became the very first item. Blah blah blah. It like flippity flipped like everything. It wasn't, nothing went in a different order, because I was checking the papers and I'm like, it's everything backwards. And I mentioned multiple fucking times, well, why don't we just mirror it, which is basically set it backwards, because that's what it was. Instead of starting one at, the left end of the shelf, you start one at the right end of the shelf and just go backwards. Instead of going, the regular way, you go backwards. And the manager was like, well, we'll ask about that in the morning. And then he just decided to go ahead and do it. And I'm pretty sure we did it like a week early, because I think we were in like week 22 and it was like a week 23 mod. So it wasn't even due until like the next fucking week. But we went ahead and did it anyway. Oh, and lo and behold, 2 fucking days later, they get an email from, some higher up yankety yank being like, oh, by the way, if you got in a coffee mod, don't do it. That was a mistake. We didn't intend to send that to you. Too fucking late. Already did it. So then, like, they sent it down again, and then they like reconfirmed it to the sections or whatever. So then everything was saying backwards when you would scan, when you would scan an item to find its location, and of course that throws off, the people doing the online shopping and all that other stuff, and it's like, so that's what they had us do last. Of course, there was no truck, so I mean, I guess it was a good time to do it when there was absolutely no freight, but It was just, if we just fucking left it the way that it was, we wouldn't have had to go through all that shit. But there was a guy there at work. His name's Chris. He was like, "Well, at least you had something to do." Because I don't know what they had people like. The freight was done by lunch, before lunch, I think. Norm ended up going home because he just didn't want to deal with it. Like, I think they were having people zone and maybe work top stock. I don't know what they were having people do, because there was nothing to fucking do. Like, the grocery freight or whatever. Cap 2 ran it, so like there was no freight to run or anything. Well, other than frozen and dairy, that was it. Like, that was the only freight. And then of course everybody was teamed up in frozen and dairy, so it got done super quick because there was a bunch of people working it. But they were able to send 2 people over to help us flip the fucking mod back the way the fucking mod was before. We just fucking left it the way it was. We just mirrored it, like somebody mentioned multiple fucking times. Hey, why don't we mirror it? Why don't we just mirror it? Why do all this moving for no reason? No fucking reason. Because the goddamn mod they sent in was a fucking mistake, and they didn't intend to send it. But I don't want to talk about it. So anyway, that was my night. But it got done. It's the way that it is supposed to be now. It's reconfirmed. Everything's good. Everything's the way that it should be. So it's done. I don't even know what's going to happen tonight. Since there was no truck yesterday, or last night, what it's going to be like tonight. So, I don't know. But we shall see. Maybe we'll be on mods and it won't matter. Could be. Let me move my pictures, my prints that I got. Because I did have them sit here, but then I had my bowl of Mom's noodly noodles. So I didn't want the prints to get damaged from the heat, hot bowl with hot food sitting on it, so I moved it up here on top of my book. Alright, so what is the 10th? I feel myself most when... Well, less and less as I get older, but every once in a while, I feel myself. Oh, I feel myself. For, 10 to 20 seconds. And then it's time to rest. Sometimes I have relations with myself. Well, do it. Don't act like you're better than me. I know where this hand's been. I feel myself most when, I guess, if we're looking for a legitimate answer that doesn't have anything about masturbation, it's, I guess when I'm just, like, joking around, having a good time, like last night. Of course, maybe that's not really, I mean, it is sort of me when I'm being, like, because I was stressed last night, so sometimes, like, I'll sing to, like, just kind of sing myself songs when I'm stressed, or I'll get overly goofy because it's, like, I guess that's me, like, shaking off the stress. If I'm just, like, just start, like, dancing in the aisle, whatever, just being fucking stupid or whatever. I guess that's my way to combat the I'm stressed and overwhelmed right now sort of thing that I do. But I mean, I like to make people happy. I like to make people laugh. So when I'm, cutting up, making jokes, and saying saying inappropriate things, it's a good time. And I feel like me, because it's like, I'm happy. I'm making other people happy. It's a good time. I feel like myself when I'm shopping for Funko Pops. If I go to like a garage sale or a flea market, you know, or something, and they have like a whole, like, you know, like a whole booth, like the world's largest gift shop or whatever that Mom and I went to at that one point, that had like 2 or 3 fucking just booths full of Funko Pops. I probably could have bought some, but it's like, I can get these online. I can get these on eBay. You know, like it's not a big fucking deal. You know what I mean? I can get these some other time. I shouldn't spend the money right now. It's probably when I didn't have a whole lot of money. But I did buy some candy and probably some sodas, some gross sodas. Because next to the world's largest gift shop is like the state's largest candy store or something. If I can remember, I will look that video up and link it below for you all to check out. I feel myself most when I'm shopping candy, probably. When I'm discussing nerdy things, you know, like my Buffy or, you know, Doctor Who that you happen to be setting on. You know, if I've never showed you the setup, this is what you're sitting on. The Doctor Who boxes. The Jodie Whittaker one is up there somewhere. I don't know. I tried using her, but she was just a little bit too tall. So you've got from Christopher Eccleston to Peter Capaldi right there that you are sitting atop of. And it places you just about right. Boom. Especially with the little tripod-y thing that I've got you on that I can manipulate to my own ends of the earth. So, you know, or discussing, you know, my stories. Of course, I only do General Hospital these days, but, you know, when I'm online, you know, looking in the comment section and discussing storylines and stuff like that. You know, when I'm petting a kitty, I like petting kitties. When I'm on an adventure with Sean and Marilee, having a good time, like we're getting ready to do at the beginning of August. Marilee's friend, Hannah, is apparently coming with us on that adventure, so, which unfortunately I can't film. Damn it. Well, I mean, I can't film the Museum of Shadows, but anything else that we do, I don't even know what else we have planned to do, other than, I mean, Marilee wants to check out downtown, which apparently is very nice in Omaha. Nebraska. But Pibb, Mr. Pibb, not Pibb Extra. Fuck that. There was a whole American Dad episode about that. So anyway, that's, you know, I guess, when I feel myself the most. When I think about me, I touch myself. Yes, just like that. But anyway, that's that, I suppose. I have turkey noodles I need to eat. I might feel the brain processes beginning to slow down. So I'm going to get this uploaded for y'all to whatever. Words are difficult. And I'll see you for what I see you.